Hey, stranger. How have you been? You already know what comes next. Your phone just lit up. It's that friend. The one who's been dead silent for 6 months, and your stomach just dropped because you know, they're about to ask for something. But here's the sick part. You're already crafting excuses, already feeling guilty, already knowing you'll probably say yes, even though they ignored your birthday, even though they'd left you on red when you needed them, even though you know what this is. Why do we keep these vampires in our lives? And why does cutting them off feel impossible? We need to talk about something nobody admits. Half your friends aren't friends. They're just people who keep you in their contacts as insurance. Scientists call them exchange relationships, connections that only exist for transaction, not affection. But here's what messes with your head. They're really good at pretending it's friendship. They know exactly how to make you feel special for 48 hours, just long enough to get what they need. Today, I'm going to expose their entire playbook, show you why you fall for it, and explain why deleting them feels like ripping off your own skin. This is going to make you angry. At them, but mostly at yourself. Let's go. Let me show you their exact formula. Step 1. The warm-up, hours 0 to 2. Hey, been thinking about you. Miss you so much. We need to catch up. Notice they never say when they were thinking about you, because it was 5 minutes ago when they realized they needed something. Step 2. The fake catch-up, hours 2 to 24. They'll ask about your life, but watch carefully. They don't ask follow-up questions. You, yeah, work's been stressful. Them, oh, that sucks. So anyway, they're not listening. They're waiting, like a predator, watching prey. Step 3, the sob story, hours 24 to 36. Things have been so hard lately. I'm really struggling with, I didn't want to burden anyone, but they're priming you, making you feel like you'd be cruel not to offer help. Step 4, the casual ask, hours 36 to 48. Random question, but I know this is a lot to ask, but I hate asking, but I have no one else. There it is. Could you lend them money that you'll never see again, give them a ride to the airport at 4 a.m., help them move, they won't help you move, do their work that they'll take credit for, listen to their drama, but never yours. Step 5, the love bombing. If you say yes, OMG, you're the best, I love you so much, you're such a good friend. If you hesitate, I thought we were friends. I'd do it for you. Never mind, I shouldn't have asked. Step 6, the ghost protocol mission accomplished. They disappear. Your messages? Seen but not replied. Your calls? Sent to voicemail. Your needs? Not their problem. Until next time they need something. And the sickest part, you know the pattern, but you fall for it anyway. Why? Here's the uncomfortable truth about why you can't let them go. You're not holding on to who they are. You're holding on to who they could be. Psychologists call this intermittent reinforcement, the most addictive relationship pattern that exists. Sometimes they're amazing. Remember that one time they actually showed up for you? That one deep conversation at 2 a.m. 3 years ago? That time they made you laugh when you were crying? Your brain clings to those moments like life rafts. It's the same psychology that keeps people gambling. The slot machine doesn't pay out every time. If it did, it wouldn't be addictive. It pays out just enough to keep you pulling the lever. Your friend gives you just enough attention to keep you hoping. Maybe this time they'll be different. Maybe this time they actually miss you. Maybe this time the friendship will be real. But here's what your brain doesn't want to accept. People show you who they are through patterns, not potential. And their pattern is clear. They text when they're single, your entertainment. They call when they're broke, you're an ATM. They appear when they're sad, you're free therapy. They message when they need something, you're a service. You're not their friend. You're their emergency contact. And deep down, you know this. But knowing and accepting are two different battles. Want to know why you can't just block them? Because they've made you the villain in advance. They've programmed you with these beliefs. Good friends are always there for each other. I can't abandon them when they need me. They've been through so much. They don't have anyone else. But notice something? These rules only apply to you. When you needed someone after your breakup, where were they? Sorry, I've been so busy. When you were struggling with anxiety, where were they? I'm not good with emotional stuff. When you asked for a small favor, where were they? I wish I could help, but they've convinced you that friendship means you giving and them taking. And if you dare to break this contract, they'll hit you with, I thought you were different. I guess I know who my real friends are. After everything we've been through, you've changed. They're not upset about losing a friend. They're upset about losing a resource. And they'll make you feel like a monster for having boundaries. Here's what they never tell you. Real friends don't make you feel guilty for having limits. Real friends don't keep score only when it benefits them. Real friends don't disappear when they don't need something, but they've got you so twisted. You think being used is the same as being useful. Here's the really dark truth about why you keep them around. You'd rather have fake friends than no friends, because at least when they text, even when you know it's transactional, for those few minutes, you don't feel alone. Your phone lights up. Someone needs you. Someone thought of you, kind of. And in a world where everyone's too busy and so overwhelmed, even fake connection feels better than silence. Studies show that loneliness activates the same pain regions in your brain as physical injury. Your brain literally cannot tell the difference between being punched and being ignored. So when that parasite friend texts, your brain goes, "Look, connection. We're not dying alone." And you respond. Because bad attention feels better than no attention. It's why people stay in terrible relationships. It's why kids act out for negative attention. It's why you haven't blocked them yet. The fear of empty inbox is stronger than the pain of being used. But here's what nobody talks about. These fake friends are actually making you lonelier. Because every time you invest energy in them, that's energy you're not investing in. Finding real friends, nurturing good relationships, being comfortable alone, building self-worth. They're not a band-aid for loneliness. They're the infection keeping the wound from healing. But we've been friends since middle school. Stop right there. You know what else you had in middle school? Braces, an embarrassing email address, the wrong haircut, terrible taste in music. You don't keep those around. Why keep terrible friends? Time invested doesn't equal value gained. This is called the sunk cost fallacy. Continuing something harmful just because you've already invested time in it. It's like staying in a movie theater watching a terrible film because you already paid for the ticket. The ticket is already gone. The time is already spent. The past is already over. Every text you send them isn't honoring your history. It's stealing from your future. Think about it. You've known them for 10 years. But in those 10 years, how many times have they celebrated your success without making it about them? Checked on you without needing something? Remembered important events in your life? Sacrificed their convenience for your needs? Now count how many times you've done that for them. The math doesn't math, does it? Years of friendship means nothing if those years were you giving and them taking. That's not friendship duration. That's sentence duration, and you're allowed to get paroled for good behavior. Here's the truth that will set you free and piss you off. They're not clueless. They're calculating. They know they only text when they need something. They know they ignore you otherwise. They know they're using you. How do I know they know? Because they don't do this to everyone. Watch them with people they actually value. Their crush gets constant attention. Their boss gets immediate responses. Their fun friends get regular invites. Their useful connections get maintained. They have the capacity for real friendship. They just decided you don't deserve it. You're not their friend. You're their just in case. Just in case they need money. Just in case they need support. Just in case they need a favor. Just in case their real friends are busy. And the reason they keep getting away with it? Because you keep teaching them they can. Every time you respond to that, "Hey stranger, one text," you're saying, yes, you can ignore me for months and I'll still be here. Every time you say yes to their favor, you're confirming, "Your needs matter more than my boundaries." Every time you accept their breadcrumbs, you're agreeing, "This is all I deserve." They're not the problem anymore. Your acceptance is. Or let me tell you something nobody else will. You are not a rehabilitation center for emotionally manipulative people. You are not obligated to be someone's free therapist, backup plan, emotional dumping ground, personal assistant ATM machine, validation vending machine. Your kindness is not weakness, but they're treating it like one. Your empathy is not endless, but they're testing the limits. Your time is not worthless, but they're spending it like pennies. And somewhere along the way, they convinced you that having boundaries makes you a bad person. But you know what actually makes you a bad person? Being so available to users that you're unavailable to people who actually love you, including yourself. So here's your permission slip. You're allowed to delete them, block them, mute them, archive them, whatever you need. You don't need a big confrontation. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need closure, because they already know why. And if they ask, you can tell them, "I'm investing my energy in relationships that are reciprocal." Or you can say nothing. Silence is also an answer. The world won't end. They'll find someone else to use. You'll find people who actually care. And one day, your phone will light up with a message from someone who actually misses you. Not what you can do for them. Not what you can give them. Not what you can be for them. Just you. And you'll realize that all that space you were saving for parasites, it was meant for real love all along. You just had to clear out the weeds to let the flowers grow.